Tiffany Trump, long in the shadows of her headline-grabbing family, has just shattered her silence about husband Michael Boulos and left everyone stunned. In a rare move, she's pulling back the curtain on hidden struggles, family pressures, and secrets she's kept under wraps. Why now? What's she ready to share? Stay tuned. 1.A Life Apart. Tiffany Trump's life has always stood apart from her headline-grabbing siblings. Born into the spotlight amid scandal, she grew up worlds away from the media circus surrounding the Trump name. While her older siblings thrived in the fast-paced hustle of New York City and were deeply entrenched in their father's real estate empire, Tiffany's childhood unfolded in the sun-soaked calm of Los Angeles. Shielded by her mother, Marla Maples, Tiffany lived a quieter, more understated life, far removed from Trump Tower's glitz. Her interactions with her father were limited to special holidays and family gatherings, carefully balanced to protect her from the intense pressures of being a Trump. But even as she grew older, carving out her own path, the weight of the Trump legacy remained impossible to escape. It lingered, shaping her journey in ways both seen and unseen, a constant reminder of the family name that made her both a figure of fascination and mystery. Take a moment to relax, grab your favorite drink, and dive into Tiffany's story with us. 2. The Forgotten Child. Tiffany Trump's journey has been anything but conventional. A graduate of the prestigious University of Pennsylvania, she explored her passions in ways her more career-driven siblings never did. Releasing a pop single, interning at Vogue, and dabbling in fashion. Despite her famous last name, Tiffany managed to keep a remarkably low profile for years. Her brief foray into the spotlight came during her father's 2016 presidential campaign, where she made limited appearances to support his bid for office. Even then, she maintained a clear separation from the high-octane world of Trump politics, earning her the unofficial title of the Forgotten Trump. The media and public may have bestowed the label, but Tiffany embraced a quieter path, focusing on her studies at Georgetown University Law Center and building a life outside the Trump limelight. That's why her recent decision to speak out is so unexpected. Known for guarding her personal life fiercely, Tiffany stepping forward has left everyone wondering what's driving her to break her silence now. 3. Tiffany's bold move. Tiffany Trump has gone from whispers to headlines, breaking her silence on her marriage to Michael Boulos, a wealthy businessman with deep ties to Nigeria and Lebanon. Once fiercely private, Tiffany is now stepping into the spotlight, turning heads as she embraces a life that's as glamorous as it is intriguing. With her marriage, she's signaling a new era of revelations, ones that might even surprise the most die-hard Trump family fans. 4. A chance encounter. Summer 2018 was the beginning of an unexpected twist in Tiffany Trump's life. While soaking in the sun-drenched beaches of Greece, she crossed paths with Michael Boulos at none other than Lindsay Lohan's buzzing nightclub. Heir to a Lebanese business empire rooted in Nigeria, Michael brought a whole new dynamic to Tiffany's world. Their meeting was straight out of a Hollywood script. Two lives from vastly different corners of the globe, colliding under the dazzling Aegean sky. In an instant, Tiffany's life shifted, setting the stage for a romance that would captivate tabloids and redefine her role in the public eye. 5. Power match. Michael Boulos' background couldn't be more strikingly different from Tiffany Trump's. Born in Lebanon and raised in Nigeria, Michael is the scion of the influential Boulos family, whose multi-billion-dollar conglomerate dominates industries across Africa and the Middle East. From distribution and trading to power bike manufacturing, the Boulos empire is a testament to ambition and success, giving Michael a unique lens on business and a culturally rich upbringing. By the time Michael met Tiffany, he was already a director within his family's empire, making waves in the business world. Their connection, however, made even bigger headlines. Gossip columns buzzed with speculation, analyzing their seemingly improbable bond. Was this just a fleeting summer fling, or something more substantial? The stark contrast between their worlds, Michael's Lebanese, Nigerian billionaire lineage and Tiffany's role as the daughter of a former United States president, left skeptics questioning if the cultural and personal divides were simply too vast. The union wasn't just about two individuals. It brought together two families with wildly different legacies. While Donald Trump's brash and outspoken persona is known worldwide, the Boulos family's traditional values and understated demeanor presented a striking juxtaposition. The dynamic fueled intrigue, raising the stakes for a romance that seemed destined for scrutiny. Many doubted the relationship's longevity, but as the world watched, Tiffany and Michael proved they were more than just tabloid fodder. They were rewriting the rules of love in the limelight. 6. Unlikely union. Michael Boulos' wealthy background became a lightning rod for both admiration and suspicion. Was this relationship driven by convenience, or did Tiffany and Michael share something deeper? Friends close to Tiffany vouched for the authenticity of her feelings, noting her genuine attraction to Michael. Still, it was hard to ignore the allure of his affluent lifestyle, coupled with the challenges of navigating a bond between two vastly different cultural worlds. Despite skepticism, Tiffany appeared captivated by Michael's mix of sophistication and warmth, but their romance wasn't without its challenges. As the relationship grew more serious, the couple found themselves under the microscope of Donald Trump's highly politicized sphere, where alliances and perceptions could sway public opinion in an instant. The Boulos family, rooted in a world of business and traditional values, stood in stark contrast to the flashy and high-stakes legacy of the Trumps. Yet, against the odds, Tiffany and Michael charted their own course. From idyllic summer escapes in Greece to intimate family gatherings, they presented a picture of a couple defying expectations. What started as whispers of a summer fling evolved into something undeniable. This wasn't a fleeting romance, it was a partnership that only seemed to deepen, drawing the public's attention with every shared moment. 7. An A wedding. The union almost didn't happen, but when Tiffany Trump and Michael Boulos tied the knot in 2022, it was nothing short of a modern-day fairy tale. Held at her father's opulent Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, the wedding was a dazzling blend of glamour and tradition. Every detail was meticulously planned, from the stunning floral arrangements to Tiffany's exquisite gown by renowned Lebanese designer Elie Saab. The event symbolized more than just their love. It was a celebration of two families from vastly different worlds coming together. The day was dripping with luxury. A towering 8-tier wedding cake, live performances, and an ultra-exclusive guest list of 250 attendees made it an affair to remember. Tiffany's siblings played key roles in the festivities, with Ivanka Trump standing by her side as a bridesmaid. The wedding wasn't just a union, it was a statement, blending cultural elegance with the unmistakable Trump flair for extravagance. The hurricane wedding. Just days before the fairy tale wedding, Hurricane Nicole brought chaos no one expected. The powerful storm barreled toward Florida's Atlantic coast, forcing the evacuation of Mar-a-Lago. Staff were sent home, the estate was boarded up, and the dream day teetered on the brink of cancellation. Travel disruptions and mounting uncertainty left Tiffany in a state of near panic. Her meticulously planned celebration seemed at risk of unraveling. But as the hurricane passed, Mar-a-Lago emerged unscathed, and Tiffany's vision was saved. The ceremony went on as planned, with her father, Donald Trump, walking her down the aisle beneath an archway of vibrant flowers. The iconic moment was both a nod to her powerful family legacy and a triumph over unexpected adversity. Yet while the storm outside had subsided, whispers suggest there may be lingering pressures beneath the surface of this high-profile union. The marriage of Tiffany Trump and Michael Boulos, uniting two families of such prominence, was never going to be straightforward. Observers speculate about the challenges that might have prompted Tiffany to finally break her silence after years of guarding her private life. Could it be the weight of family expectations, cultural differences, or something more personal? Whispers of unspoken tensions have only fueled curiosity about the realities behind their seemingly glamorous relationship. As Tiffany steps into the spotlight to share her story, the once overlooked Trump sibling appears ready to face her truths head-on. Her words, "It's time to tell the truth," suggest there's more beneath the surface than meets the eye. Behind the grandeur of her wedding and the prestige of her new life lies a reality that's far more complex. All eyes are now on Tiffany as she peels back the layers, leaving the world to wonder what revelations lie ahead. 9 pressures of legacy. Tiffany Trump and Michael Boulous are facing pressures that extend far beyond typical newlywed challenges. Both hail from influential billionaire families with deeply rooted expectations, a dynamic that can breed friction, especially under the relentless scrutiny of the Trump orbit. Susan Trombetti, a prominent matchmaker and CEO of Exclusive Matchmaking, has weighed in on their relationship, pointing out red flags and potential obstacles that could test their union. Trombetti highlights that family expectations may be the greatest hurdle. Both families place significant weight on image and reputation, creating a high-stakes environment for their marriage. There's an expectation to marry someone appropriate who can uphold the family image, Trombetti noted. For Tiffany, this includes carrying the Trump name, which comes with political undertones and intense media attention. Michael's family, while powerful in business, has maintained a more private profile, adding another layer of complexity to their dynamic. Tiffany's position within her own family further complicates matters. Often overshadowed by her more politically active siblings, she has historically avoided the spotlight. But her marriage to Michael thrusts her squarely back into public view. Trombetti suggests Tiffany will now face immense pressure to prove herself in a family that values loyalty and alignment with its image. She's always seemed on the outskirts of her family, Trombetti remarked, emphasizing how challenging it is to navigate such a prominent legacy without a natural inclination for the limelight. Adding to the complexity are their vastly different cultural upbringings. Michael's background, shaped by a blend of Lebanese and Nigerian traditions, contrasts with Tiffany's American upbringing in a high-profile political family. Experts agree that these cultural differences, coupled with the weight of their family's expectations, could create significant challenges for the couple as they work to forge their own path. If you're enjoying this video, let us know by dropping a 1 in the comments. If there's something you'd like us to improve, leave a 0. We value your feedback. 10 clashing worlds. Tiffany Trump and Michael Boulous may share a love story, but their worlds couldn't be more different. Born and raised in the United States, Tiffany experienced her father's towering persona through the lens of American politics and media. Michael, on the other hand, spent much of his life in Nigeria, growing up in an environment shaped by his Lebanese heritage and his family's thriving business empire in Africa. While these cultural differences can add richness to their relationship, experts like Susan Trombetti suggest they could also present unique challenges. Michael's family might have different expectations regarding marriage roles, values, and public appearances adjustments that could feel overwhelming under the ever-watchful Trump spotlight. Trombetti notes that the pressure to reconcile these differences, particularly in a high-profile marriage, is no small feat. For Tiffany, balancing her husband's cultural values with her own and those of her powerful family could be a delicate act. 11. Life under the microscope. As a Trump, Tiffany's no stranger to public scrutiny, but her marriage to Michael has amplified the spotlight. Every move the couple makes is analyzed, with the media waiting to pounce on even the smallest signs of discord. When you're tied to the Trump name, people are always watching, Trombetti explained. This unrelenting attention can strain any marriage, particularly one so young. Minor misunderstandings, which might be typical for newlyweds, could easily be exaggerated into full-blown scandals. Tiffany's decision to break her silence may be her way of navigating these pressures and revealing a reality far more complex than the glamorous wedding photos suggest. By speaking out, she's taking control of the narrative, offering a glimpse into the challenges of merging two very different worlds while living under the microscope of fame and expectation. 12. Tiffany's quiet struggle. Tiffany Trump has dropped her first hint that her story may not be as seamless as it appears. Being a Trump comes with immense privilege, but it also carries a heavy price. For Tiffany, the family name has been both a gift and a burden, shaping her life in ways that are both empowering and confining. Unlike her high-profile siblings, Tiffany's role in the Trump dynasty has been defined by quiet support rather than public dominance. Her father's occasional trips to California marked significant milestones in her life, but for the most part, she remained distanced from the intense spotlight her siblings embraced. This relative privacy gave her some breathing room, but also forced her to work harder to carve out her place within the family. During Donald Trump's presidential campaigns, Tiffany's position as the quieter Trump became even more pronounced. While her siblings played central roles, Ivanka as a senior advisor in the White House and Don Jr. and Eric as the family's business and political torchbearers, Tiffany's involvement felt symbolic at best. She stood on stage at key campaign events and delivered speeches supporting her father, but her participation lacked the substance and visibility of her siblings. For Tiffany, this stark contrast may have underscored her struggle to find acceptance and purpose within a politically charged family dynamic. Balancing her loyalty to the family with her desire for independence left her navigating a precarious path, one where her voice often seemed overshadowed. Now, as she steps into the public eye with Michael Boulos by her side, Tiffany appears ready to redefine her narrative and confront the complexities of her Trump legacy head-on. Shadow bond. Tiffany Trump's relationship with her father has always stood in stark contrast to that of her siblings. While Ivanka, Don Jr., and Eric spent years actively shaping Donald Trump's empire and political career, Tiffany's connection to him often felt distant and inconsistent. Observers close to the family suggest she frequently struggled with a sense of exclusion, feeling as though she had to prove her loyalty in ways her siblings did not. Part of this dynamic may stem from her upbringing. Tiffany's mother, Marla Maples, was determined to raise her away from the chaos and drama that often surrounded Donald Trump's personal life. Growing up in California, far from the Trump orbit, Tiffany observed her father's larger-than-life persona from a distance. Yet, despite these efforts, Tiffany has grappled with finding the same level. This struggle may partly explain her decision to pursue law school and quietly work toward a career of her own, perhaps as a way to carve out her own identity and prove her worth independently. Adding to the complexity is Donald Trump's well-documented favoritism toward Ivanka, a dynamic that has been widely recognized and scrutinized. Ivanka's prominent role in her father's life, from high-profile events to personal moments, has created a stark contrast in how the siblings interact with their father. For Tiffany, this favoritism may have deepened the feeling of being on the outskirts, further fueling her journey to establish her own place in a family defined by power and expectation. 14. New reality. Tiffany Trump's marriage to Michael Boulos has offered her a new platform, but also thrust her back into the public eye, reigniting the complexities of carrying the Trump name. Now Tiffany finds herself navigating between two distinct worlds, the reserved, family-oriented legacy of the Boulos empire and the brash, high-stakes energy of the Trump dynasty. Her recent comments about her marriage reveal that this balancing act is anything but easy. For Tiffany, the weight of her family's expectations, combined with the challenge of defining her own identity, appears to be a long internal struggle. Michael Boulos comes from a world of immense wealth and power, shaped by his family's billion-dollar conglomerate, Boulos Enterprises. Spearheaded by his father, Masad Boulos, the company operates across various sectors in Africa and the Middle East. Unlike the Trump family's New York-centric real estate ventures, the Boulos empire has established its success in international markets. For Tiffany, marrying into the Boulos family meant stepping into a world vastly different from her own. The cultural and business dynamics of the Boulos legacy contrast sharply with the media-driven, politically charged atmosphere of the Trump empire. Yet, as Tiffany adjusts to this new chapter, she seems to be redefining her place within both families, offering glimpses of a reality far more complex than the fairy tale narrative suggests. 15. Cultural contrasts. The Boulos family's Lebanese heritage plays a pivotal role in shaping their values and public image. Masad Boulos, Michael's father, is renowned for his humility despite his financial success. His journey from Lebanon to Texas and eventually Nigeria reflects the family's adaptability and their strong ties to their cultural roots. Meanwhile, Sarah Boulos, Michael's mother, is a respected figure in Nigerian society, known for her contributions to the arts and education. Together, they have cultivated a family reputation rooted in wealth, community involvement, cultural pride, and business integrity. Michael's upbringing in this environment gave him a unique blend of cultural and entrepreneurial influences, a sharp contrast to Tiffany Trump's distinctly American upbringing. The Boulos family, despite their affluence, maintains a reserved presence in Nigerian society and international business circles. This stands in stark opposition to the Trump family's public persona, which thrives on high visibility, outspoken opinions, and Donald Trump's controversial political career. For Michael, marrying into the Trump family was nothing short of a whirlwind experience. The juxtaposition of values between the two families is striking. One deeply embedded in American politics and media, the other focused on a quieter, business-oriented approach. Mossad Boulos's connections in the Middle East, including ties to influential figures like Lebanese politicians Suleiman Frangieh, add another layer of complexity. Unlike Donald Trump's assertive and divisive political style, the Boulos family prioritizes traditional values and business diplomacy, creating a fascinating dynamic within Tiffany and Michael's relationship. 16. Political crossfire. When Michael Boulos married Tiffany Trump, the Boulos family found themselves thrust into a different kind of spotlight, one where political affiliations and personal relationships are scrutinized under the harsh glare of public attention. With the 2024 presidential election approaching, Mossad Boulos, Michael's father, has taken on a more prominent role in Donald Trump's campaign. Reports suggest that Trump's team has sought to leverage Mossad's connections within the Arab American community to rally support among voters disillusioned with the current administration. Mossad's involvement has included attending private meetings and fundraising events, working alongside Arab American leaders to sway key swing state voters. This marks a notable departure from the Boulos family's traditionally apolitical stance, aligning them more closely with the Trump campaign. However, this newfound political alignment has not come without backlash. Critics, particularly from Lebanese and Nigerian communities, have raised concerns about the implications of Mossad's support for Trump, especially in light of the former president's comments about Africa and Middle Eastern countries. For Michael, this development adds another layer of complexity to his marriage with Tiffany. The Boulos family's historically business-centric values now intersect with the Trump family's high-stakes political ambitions. Political analysts suggest that these shifts could place significant strain on Tiffany and Michael's relationship as they navigate the expectations of their respective families and the scrutiny of their public roles. The couple finds themselves at the crossroads of cultural, political, and familial pressures, a test of their unity in an increasingly polarized world. Thank you for sticking with us. If you're still watching, leave a 2 in the comments so we know you're here for the full story. "17. Crossroads of loyalty. For Michael Boulos, watching his father align publicly with Donald Trump's campaign has been both a political and personal adjustment. The Boulos family's wealth and influence in Nigeria and the Middle East had long allowed them to operate with discretion, avoiding entanglement in the high-stakes arena of American politics. However, Mossad Boulos's new role as a quasi-political ally to Trump has thrust the family into the limelight. This alignment comes with significant challenges. Donald Trump's policies, ranging from his controversial remarks about African nations to the Muslim ban, still resonate in the minds of many Arab Americans, making Mossad's support polarizing. For Michael and Tiffany, the backlash is unavoidable as public criticism overshadows the global respect the Boulos family has garnered for their business achievements. Tiffany, now caught between her role as Trump's daughter and her responsibilities as Michael's wife, must navigate the tightrope of family loyalty and cultural sensitivity. Friends of the couple note that this political alignment has created new tensions. Michael's unexpected tie to the Trump family through both marriage and his father's campaign involvement is a connection he never sought, while Tiffany faces the daunting task of balancing her father's ambitions with the values held by Michael's community. Despite these pressures, the couple's relationship remains a testament to their shared commitment. Media outlets have often spotlighted their cultural differences, speculating about the barriers these might create. Yet Tiffany and Michael's actions tell a different story, one of mutual respect and a deep bond. Friends describe them as profoundly connected, working together to overcome the extraordinary challenges that come of being part of two influential but vastly different worlds. 18-minute quiet strength. Tiffany Trump finds solace in Michael Boulos's grounded nature, while Michael admires Tiffany's independence. Together, they've cultivated a relationship that balances their public responsibilities with private, meaningful moments. Often seen supporting each other at family gatherings, the couple seamlessly blends their family traditions, creating a dynamic that feels rooted in genuine affection rather than mere obligation. When faced with media criticism, Tiffany and Michael appear to lean further into their partnership. Their subtle, composed approach to handling scrutiny reflects a shared maturity that enables them to navigate challenges as a united team. Tiffany, who has often refrained from directly addressing public commentary, occasionally expresses pride in Michael's achievements and character. For his part, Michael maintains a calm and dignified silence, offering unwavering support to Tiffany, whether at high-profile Trump family events or during quieter, private moments. After years of keeping her personal life carefully shielded, Tiffany's marriage to Michael signals a new chapter. Their partnership demonstrates a quiet resilience, revealing two individuals committed to each other in a world where their every move is under scrutiny. This strength, forged in the glare of public attention, continues to guide them forward as they balance the demands of their unique and high-profile lives. 19. Tiffany speaks up. Tiffany Trump has finally opened up about her marriage, offering rare insights into the complexities of being both a Trump and a Boulos. In a candid interview, she revealed the joys, challenges, and private frustrations of balancing the expectations of two powerful families. It's time to tell the truth, she shared, marking a departure from her usually reserved demeanor. Tiffany admitted that while her marriage to Michael Boulos has brought immense happiness, it hasn't been without trials. The weight of navigating two legacies, each with distinct cultural and political values, has often left her feeling caught in the middle. Michael is my grounding force, she said, but the constant scrutiny and the pressures to align with family expectations have been overwhelming at times. For Tiffany, the hardest part has been finding a way to honor her father's high-profile ambitions while embracing the quieter, more private values of the Boulos family. Tiffany's candidness painted a picture of a marriage built on trust and understanding, countering media narratives that their relationship is one of convenience. People love to speculate, but they don't see the real us, she said, addressing the public skepticism that has, at times, affected her. Her openness has resonated with fans and readers, offering a glimpse into the challenges of living in the public eye. While her story is far from over, Tiffany's decision to speak out has left an impression of authenticity, signaling that her journey to balance love and legacy is just beginning.